Hey, business owners, here's a blind spot that's costing you millions of dollars in income, not revenue, actually income. Hey there, I'm Jon LoDuca. I'm the founder of Playbook Builder, and I talk about business solutions for entrepreneurs, in particular, how to capture and leverage organizational wisdom. And in this video, I'll show you how to drive more income to your bottom line, your pocket, your household by fixing a very common trap we call the revenue gap. So there's a very common mistake most business owners make, and it's costing them millions in lost profit. And the reason is because they've been habituated to believe, as you can imagine, maybe you're the same way, that more revenue equals more profit. The two are not necessarily correlated. You'd imagine that they would be, but it isn't in fact the case. And I'm going to show you how. Most business owners are really good at sales. And so their go-to to grow the business and to grow their income has been to do more deals. Because when they're small, you keep most of what's being sold. But a small business that has exceeded the capacity of the owner doesn't function that way. Why? Because there's a proportionate amount of expenses with increased revenues. Let me explain this to you. Increased revenues, right? And low expenses is your gap. That's your profit margin. But if it costs you more staff to handle more revenue and your gap closes, just because you increase revenue does not mean you've increased your profit. Just the opposite can happen. More complexity, more noise, a bigger tech stack, additional expenses, all the things that go along with a larger team. But if you're just increasing your revenues and proportionately increasing your expenses, you get what? No more profit. This is broken, and this will make you crazy. Call it the revenue trap. So I'm going to show you a concept that'll completely flip your paradigm and will get you in motion to just simply increase your income. It's not just a good exercise for growing revenue, it's a great exercise for making your business more profitable. Okay, so you can draw this at home. Draw an X on a piece of paper. At the top of the X, draw a top line. And at the bottom of the X, write bottom line. So money flows into the top of the X. That's all the revenues from all your sales. And then your overhead and your cost of goods, constrict that until you see your profit margin, right? That's what spits out at the bottom. Well, you can increase your revenues, and you should, by being creative. What are the things you can do to create more top line? Well, increase the number of customers, charge more, cross-sell, upsell, licensing plays. There's a host of things, an unlimited array of activities to grow top line. It does not necessarily mean you're going to increase your profit, however. So what do? Let's look at the bottom line. Those are your processes. You can derive an inordinate amount of efficiency by simply running the machine of your business more efficiently. And that's where process and training comes in, and that's what a lot of business owners miss. They think if we can outrace this thing, we'll just keep staffing and growing, and they find themselves with a larger team and not an increase in their take home. Does this stuff matter? Oh boy, does it ever. Here's some of the benefits for driving profitability through optimization of process. Number one, you are more profitable because you stop doing stupid, inefficient things as a team. You find efficiencies of scale, you find better pathways, you reduce drag, you improve handoffs. Number two, you onboard and train people faster because you have a trainable system that you can bring them into. And it doesn't necessarily require you to handhold and mentor them because those processes are documented. Number three, you're resilient. I know you want to run through walls and go chase opportunities. You should say yes to those. But if the wisdom of the organization lives in your head or that of a few key employees, what happens if someone moves on? What happens if they take another job? They die. They get sick. They decide that they want to start their own business. You lose all of that wisdom. It goes out the door. Another key reason, of course, is you want to go faster, you want to go bigger, you want to scale, you want to acquire, you want to really go for it. You're going to have systems that exceed your physical presence to be able to tackle. And so you want that stuff out of your head and operationalized in order to build the foundation strong enough to say yes to that kind of growth. And the last reason this makes sense is the most important, but you've probably been kicking the can on it. You're going to want to sell this business one day. And if you look at all the studies, McKinsey, all of them, Bain, everyone's in violent agreement. Today, no one wants to buy a business that is predicated only on the financials. They want a business with systems and processes because they want that revenue to be predictable. If it all hinges on you or a key group of people, they're not going to be as interested as if you have built a machine. So if we're talking about profit and we're talking about efficiencies and we're talking about your take home, you want processes. That's going to increase your profit. It also ends up helping you to do the kinds of things that get you excited, to scale, to grow, and to eventually sell. So you've got two ways to look at the business: the top line and the bottom line. The top line drives revenue, the bottom line drives profit. Get obsessed about profitability and you will thank me. You'll make more money and you'll build a better machine. Now, what's your homework? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your scorecard, your metrics, your KPIs in the business. Find something suboptimal, something that's just not performing to your standard, and go and investigate it. Maybe bring in a consultant. Go look at the way that you're doing it and tune it up. Take that process apart, put it back together in a perfected approach, and train the members of the team that are running it. Tell me if it doesn't improve throughput and communicate down to profit. You will need fewer staff to run a more efficient machine. You will have higher quality deliverables and happier clients, and it will improve the durability of your business. Mostly though, it'll increase your profit. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Click the like or share button. It's how we grow our audience. It's also how we know we're doing a good job. So we'd love to hear from you and really appreciate your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.